Uh-oh, here we go. Let me get my watch party on. My watch party on.
All right, all right.
There we go. There we go. There we go. See.
Okay, we got people coming on now. We're going to say hello. Sorry. We apologize for the delay.
Let me ask y'all a question. If y'all can hear us well, can y'all throw us a thumbs up? You know, so we have some difficulty with the sound. So if y'all can throw some thumbs up and let us know that you can hear us, that'll be nice. So before we continue, we don't want to be mouthing.
Right.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, Mom, I see you already.
Nikita.
Can you hear me? Mom, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear us? Can y'all hear us? Can you hear me now? I'll go check on my phone in a second. It's the Unspoken. This is the Unspoken Heart?
Yeah. I'm trying to see. She was something on top of it. There we go.
Oh, there
Yes. I'm gonna cut this on.
There you go. There you go. That's how the sound supposed to sound right there, guys.
Thank you. She said it sound good.
Definitely. That's how the sound's supposed to sound.
Well, welcome to the Unspoken Hour. An hour or more late, but it was all good. We had technical difficulties. It was all worth it. But we're here now, and we're going to discuss the topic of the day. But first, I'm going to say I apologize for last week as well. We had to cancel due to some family emergencies. But I think 2 weeks ago, we also discussed the baby mama drama, which that was pretty interesting. I don't know if you saw that show or not.
I saw a post up there, and I was gonna do it, but since y'all did, I don't want to I don't want to like we still
copping up each other.
You know what I'm saying? I did a drop though. Like, I saw this on the Unspoken.
Yeah, because at first I was like, well, maybe I should have one, but I was like, I don't know if he be having drama, so I don't know if he can relate.
I be chilling. I be chilling, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm chill.
Yeah. So we're gonna what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and introduce you. As y'all see right now, you've been seeing my post. You know, we have here beside us a very, very intelligent man. I've been watching him for a while, and he just surprised me now again. According to what I found out, you was a military veteran for the U.S. Army as Staff Sergeant.
Correct.
I don't understand why I never was able to pick up that structure from you. Yeah. I'm a military brat. Yeah. And as soon as I see somebody that was in the military, when they talk or stand a certain way, it's like, what branch of service was you in? Yeah. But when I see you, it's just like, I guess because of the free spirit.
Yeah, man, I'm more like, why not join the military for studio equipment? Okay, that was my plan. So I love my country.
Right.
But at the same time, I knew what I was going to go and get.
But we still appreciate you for serving.
Of course. And I love everything about, it had some bad days as well, but overall, I love everything. It's just some things about the military that you will never find nowhere in the world.
Exactly.
Some of the closest people to me, you probably can't tell, are white people, mixed. Like, I check on still, like, some of my boys, like, are y'all good? We still contact with each other. Just certain things that you would never find nowhere else in the world. And
exactly.
Once you go to the military, when you start basic training, you hear somebody say, I never been around colors before. You like, where you from? And they be like, I don't know, Tiny Tim City of Missouri.
Right, something you ain't never heard of.
So you really can't get, so it's a
yeah, it is. And I was a wife. I got to experience a lot of things.
Definitely.
Even, going to Berlin. I love history.
That was my last duty station. Germany was my last. That's how I ended up here. Germany was my
last. I like Berlin, but I didn't like Nuremberg.
What?
Yeah. Berlin to me was better because I love history.
Yeah, I understand. Berlin is equivalent to New York.
No. I've never been to New York.
You ever been to Stuttgart, Germany?
Yes.
Stuttgart is like Atlanta.
I think that's where we went to the vacation, where we passed by the Sleeping Mountain and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Nuremberg is where Hitler and all those.
I found that out. I think that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was crazy because you standing in the middle of everything that happened. Because when you're going through the tour, you don't know until the end of the tunnel, and they like you look around. It's just like wow.
Yeah, because my ex-husband, the station that he was at, they were saying that was his headquarters, and I'm like, what?
It was.
And then
your husband was in
yeah, my It was in Berlin.
Oh, he was stationed out of Berlin. Oh, so
And see, we would the station was here, but then there was a swimming pool next to it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, that was the actual shower. I said, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. There's the showers where the execution happened when they was on their knees and stuff of that nature. And then like we was at Grafenville, and I was Bill safe because I was combat arms or whatever, and there was Nuremberg was one of his getaway spots. He loved to go to Nuremberg for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? That was his spot. So you know, it was. I mean, it was cool.
The only thing I liked about Nuremberg was that fact that two things. One was Christmas. They know how to do Christmas.
Yeah, they cut
it. Was beautiful.
And like they strip malls are ridiculous. Like ridiculously. I spent a lot of money in Nuremberg shopping. Yeah,
and the other thing I liked about Nuremberg was the fact that they had a lot of things for the military wives.
Yeah.
To where I think it was once a month they would load us up. We'll take a trip to Czechoslovakia, whatever.
Yeah.
And with the crystals and stuff.
Exactly.
So it was real nice. You know, they gave us a break as well. Because like I used to tell people, y'all say that, yes, y'all go through a lot in the military. Y'all actually serving it.
Yeah, definitely.
But the wives are also serving time too. Because we lose a lot of time from y'all. You know, when y'all go to the field and then y'all have to go to the duty station and we can't go with you. And it's a lot.
It's a lot. And if you ain't strong in the military, like, military ain't villages.
No, it's not. That's the highest rates of divorce as well.
And they tell you, I can't speak for the other branches, but as far as the infantry and the military go, then it's the rest of the military after. But any branch of military, combat army, they let you know. If I wanted you to have a wife, we would have issued one.
Yeah, but I can say the Air Force, from experience, they was more family orientated.
Yeah, they was.
That's what I liked about the Army. Was not so much.
Okay, they got better, but I mean, I like the Army. The Army is the only branch that guarantees the job you ask for.
Yes.
Like if you ask to be a doctor, they're gonna make sure you get that job.
Yeah.
Other people most likely, it's an if. You depend on your test scores or whatever. Yeah. But they, I mean, different strokes for different folks, though.
Exactly. I know. I told my dad because he was like trying to tell me. You know, we was on Lackland. Well, you know, you could go through the military and also be a nurse and all this and that. I said, Dad, I told you I wasn't. He was like, yeah. I said, I ain't that material either.
You'll be surprised though. Like, it was like even with myself, I learned so much about myself. You know what I'm saying? But just going through it, you know what I'm saying, and just like the world is bigger than your hometown. It's people. Everything is not. I learned a lot about the media, especially as I got up in rank. I'm like, y'all the devil, man.
Yes. They will twist things. They will add things.
Because, I mean, a lot of times something happened, it's like 2 weeks old by the time y'all get it, and it's just like, come on, fam.
You think it just happened like that?
Yeah, it's like, nah. I told my mom, stay away from the media. Especially on my job.
You got to be careful with them. Yeah, okay. Also, you're an activist. You're a director.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of stuff with the Street Legion logo is on there. I just don't say much. Sometimes it's not.
I didn't even know you was a director. I was like, what?
Sometimes it's not good to put your name on everything.
It is.
Some people just won't support Spicy Grape just because it's Spicy Grape. You could be dope.
Yeah.
You could be dope. You got the best podcast, best radio station, best everything. They just know you connected to it and won't support it. So, you know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about Street Legion, we very family and team oriented. So,
I've heard a lot about Street Legion. A lot of good things.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in raising leaders.
Right.
I don't lead followers. I lead leaders. You know what I'm saying? If I go to the hospital, they need you to keep the money going. You know, I throw the logo on. Produced by. Every now and then I throw it on there, but you know, you see the Street Legion.
Because it's like certain events I go to, I hear Cedric Bellamy. Even if you're not even a part of that there's Cedric Bellamy.
I mean, we support a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my whole team. You know, so Will Flux, Zetra, Lazari, Lala. You know, of course, Nikita.
I love Lala, that beautiful voice she has.
Her sister Angie Fraser, who's the soulful one, who's just a performer. F.A. Jones, so everybody, and then I got people that's extended that just like, hey, I'm gonna put my energy and money behind you because I like what you're doing.
Right.
And when they come into town, they can walk in and see where their money invested, or they can go to the bank and you forget your ID and they see everybody in the bank know who you are and like, oh, he really out here in the community doing whatever. So that's what I'm not. My motto is not. I'm not trying to get rich off everybody, but I want to impact everybody.
Yeah, and I've seen that. You know, I've seen your name on different CDs. One of them I do know about, and I seen you at the event, and that was another shocker for me with coming out of you. I'm like, what else do he have consumed within that body? Because he's just shocking me everywhere. But she did a CD called Poetically Yours.
Yes.
How I know her side of it and working with you.
She told you I was mean in the studio.
I think, hearing it from you and then hearing her what she says about Michael being mean and always on her, I think she's just such a baby.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
But she's so sweet. I mean, I love
her. Nikita's spoiled. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it was a learning stage not for me, more or less. What I did learn is everybody ain't my soldiers, but however, like, a lot of times people come in the studio, they don't even realize their own greatness. And I see it before you get there.
And I can say with her, since I met her from there, she is so empowering.
And she didn't even know it.
She is so empowering.
She didn't even know it. So
and
it's like,
a beautiful, just to have that beautiful and sweet spirit that she possesses, but to get to know Nikita.
Yeah.
And then when you hear her CD, because I think my favorite one was it Ghost
of the Trees.
There you go. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so with Nikita, her thing is, Nikita was talented. Mm-hmm. And that's cool. That talent is mediocre for everybody. Everybody have a talent.
Yes.
But I had to make her tap into her gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And most people scared to tap in their gift.
Exactly.
Because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of her know, I not let everybody know, when they say your gift may wrong, most people use that as business. Think about it. You wasn't at Stafford when she got published. You wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Your gift was already sitting in that waiting room on you already, just waiting for you to complete the project. When whoever it is in Germany, well, I'm not there or whatever, but the gift is sitting in the boardroom talking for you already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like myself, my gift was already in Los Angeles, and when I was sitting here doing something totally different for somebody else to call. So with her, it's like you have to activate that gift.
Yeah, because I can say when I see her, it's like my heart melts. If she's hurting, it makes me hurt. And that's why I see her like my baby sister.
Yeah.
Because she just has that character to her.
Yeah, you've been out crying. I know this monologue emotion. You've been out crying.
Yeah.
You cry afterwards. You be like, okay.
But you also, Priscilla Fowler.
Yes, definitely. Priscina's dope. Priscina is the person that we need. I'm no disrespect nobody, but most of the time, if I got my hair and my dreads locked down, I like wearing hoodies when I'm not bow tied up, and I'm doing my poetry, right? I scare white people sometimes. Priscilla make that intelligent poem like that deliver to both crowds. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And her personality and the way she's delivered, she's more soft and delivered so well. Mm-hmm. She can be talking about like the song Lion King album, Black empowerment, but it's so metaphoric and delivered. Everybody knows Lion King,
right?
But the way she deliver it, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the first time hearing it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, where my Lion King interpretation would be, you can't stop lying. That makes you a Lion King. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, he messed up Lion King. But she just got that skill set that a lot of people lack.
Right.
Her etiquette, you know what I'm saying? Only problem I had with Christina in the studio, she kept trying to rap the whole, like, Christine, so you gonna record your album a cappella, and I'm gonna build around you, because she get the beat, she'll start off poetry. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop, do it again, stop doing it. But overall, her album, man, just a lot of fun to produce. Right. And again, she taught me a lot about myself and add more stuff to my arsenal as well, man. And even when, like, you come off rough with people sometimes. Yeah. Like,
well, Nikita just titled you. She says he's strict in the studio.
Because this.
Why do I feel? I like hearing by me saying that I'm seeing her just like.
No, this is the thing about it's the reason why because a lot for one, Street is very family oriented, but at the same time, I got to teach you business structure.
Exactly.
Because, you can't handle the next person like you would handle me because I'm your son, I'm your homeboy, I'm your brother, whatever, because I want you to have artist development.
Right.
I want you to sit down with whoever you're talking to and know some of the lingo and speak so that way nobody won't play you as a fool or don't know what you, so I have to do, you know what I'm saying? Nikita, mom, you're an artist, get it done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Perfect your craft. You're not Christina, my homie. Perfect your, not La my homie. Perfect your craft. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so that way, when you out on your own, you get it. Now she getting booked and she getting paid for everything.
Oh, yeah, she's doing good.
You know what I'm saying? You don't do that by being baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think she still could play on me like that because it's like, it's like I can't say no to her. Okay. Yeah. But the next one, Lala. I love me some Lala.
Lala Maria, man. Oh, man.
It's like you see her smile and it makes you smile.
Yeah, Lala laughs all the time in the studio. Just be laughing. But Lala album came about. Her family took a devastating loss. Her eldest sister passed away, and during that time, I knew Angie, the divine one. Sorry, she'll kill me. The divine one at the time more than I knew her sister. But during that time, I was like, well, record something. Let some of that stuff out. Right. And so one song led to another song, and one song led to. Like, right, you're gonna produce an album, you're gonna drop an album, it's gonna be your outlet. So it was more of a healing process for her. So I made her do it. You know what I'm saying? Quite sure she went in the mood to record and that, but as it went along, death is not easy.
No, it's
not. You know what I'm saying? But having an outlet makes it easier to cope with at times.
And see, I tell people that even like with writing, I think, because if you listen to people like Aretha Franklin and Patti LaBelle, I look at that have to be drawn from somewhere, not just from church, coming up in church.
Yeah.
But there's crosses there.
It's like a lot of people get mad, but like Marvin said, never would have made it. That man's wife died during that time here. You know what I'm saying? So of course, emotions is driven into it along with the spirit. But you know what I'm saying? Some songs are emotionally driven. You just can't say just spiritually driven. Like you gotta go through some things in order to give those type of tough. You know what I'm saying? So some people are just too deep. Music is music, but at the end of the day, whether it's gospel, the industry, whatever, business is business.
Right. Now I know when I look back and I was researching, because I research on everybody that comes on here.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been in this for a long time.
Yeah, I was like 6.
I seen a younger picture of you.
Oh, I was a baby.
I was like, wow. Before the dread.
Yeah.
I had to look and say, that's Cedric?
Yeah. Indeed,
now,
indeed.
It says director, producer. One thing that I did find out with you, and it shocked me because, I sat back and I watched you. I see you on Facebook. But when Nikita had her CD release, I don't know about everybody else that was there, but you wowed me.
Oh, wow.
I sit there when it was just like, you made it look so easy to be. I didn't know you was a poet.
Yeah, that's a touchy subject because some people don't consider me a poet. I don't even get headliners because poets don't consider me poet.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying?
And it's weird because I don't consider myself a poet. Believe it or not, even though I write in a poetic style, to me it's just like to learn music.
Yeah, it's because my manager Will Flux, shouts out down in El Paso, Texas. Him and the other 8 black people that live down there. I'm just joking, but I dropped the album called Reason to Live. It's the album cover with I'm holding my daughter on the cover, and he got like police shots in the background. I'm covering my child. It's just pretty much we're displaying like as black fathers we got to protect our kids.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not more or less a reason for me to live, but my child has a reason to live.
Right.
Hopefully she can change, you know what I'm saying, see me and change certain things or not. But he told me, hey, your album's too political and it's not gonna sell. You need that banger. It's gonna be hard to push. I'm like, yeah, all right. And so the album went on doing good. I got picked up by out of China. For Reason to Live, they compared the album to Tupac Real Against the World, and I was like, oh, wow, that was pretty dope. And so then he's like, yo, try to deliver this in poetry. I'm gonna set you up for second verse, and I'm like, man, no poetry. Like he's like, bro, trust me. Perform, go there and do it, boom, boom, boom. And shouts out to Glow Vocab for opening that stage for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Went in there and did it. He was worried. He like, you got your stuff together? I'm like, you don't worry about me. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Went there. Lazari Kane performed her piece. She did a piece on, I think it was domestic violence, a piece of ways talking about a testimony of a situation that happened with her, being a survivor that same night. So my first night there, I got a standing ovation at our rec shop, and it just been poetry. I don't even get booked. A lot of people don't even know I rap. So it's just like, alright.
Yeah, because I mean, I was like, when I first seen you, I was just like, okay, what do he really do? What do he do?
Yeah.
But now that it's not so much studying, but I just observe you.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was like, I mean, every time it's like, wow.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm like, even the last video I seen, the video before then, where you was down at the city hall.
Oh man,
now, and I'm like,
oh man, City Hall, man, City Hall.
I'm like, okay, he tore that up. But we were sitting there with me and my son, Chris Brown, and we was like, he was listening to it, and it's like, we can read the message. And I mean, I feel like you are powerful when you can reach somebody as young as him. He's 24 years old.
Definitely.
And that, when it's hard to say that some of these young men get it.
Yeah.
But when I played your video down there, it's like he got it.
Yeah.
He felt you.
Because I mean, a lot of times, I'm not your typical whatever. I've been called a hybrid. I've been called whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about Black history and this and that, I know y'all expect. You know, I mean, Martin Luther King was the less threatened Negro. Malcolm X was the killmonger to y'all. You know, faithful to his wife. You know, didn't turn on the people who turned on him. Just spoke truth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so and I always say that when you become a leader, when you become a leader, you are in trouble when you society. And the shock factor, the stuff that I say, you know, is not. I don't.
You're causing an earthquake. I've heard you.
Yeah, they popped my tires in Buda, Texas.
Oh my goodness!
I was stuck out there because I made a comment about the police, and I was like, I gotta leave here after this one in the daylight. They were trying to make sure I ain't go nowhere. But shouts out to Danielle, man, from Be More You. She set that up for me, and that was and the AKAs and Delta was out there, so it was their first. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was their first Black History program that wide.
Wow.
In the middle of City Hall, media was there for them, and that's a big step for Buddha. That it was a long time fighting to get there, and be a part of that was historic. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the city of Buddha, and I mean, even everybody just came, but it was like, whoa.
Yeah, because I looked at it, you could tell there's a lot of people there. There's times they laughed, there's times they got real quiet, and I was at the phone just like, wow.
I think the most devastating line was it was two. It was the one I made the comment about wearing my hair, walk across the stage. That one there. I don't care what nobody says. It took the air out. I love it. It took the air out the room.
Yeah, it will take your breath away. Because when you popped that in there, I was like, wow.
And then the Wakanda, how Wakanda this, Wakanda that.
Yeah.
Y'all won't even go vote. What kind of ish is that?
Yeah.
And the crowd like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me get up out of here.
Yeah, I was like, wow. How did you transform into what all know you now as Legacy City?
So my name was Legacy. There's a million legacies out there. I guess it was a misprint on my very first album. It just said Legacy City. And so I moved here in 2015, and I met Will Flux. That's my current, he's one of my managers.
Okay.
And it didn't hit me, so I went to the radio station. And he was like, yo, I want to tell you about my boy Legacy City. I'm like, who the heck is Legacy City? And so I got on the radio. They introduced me as Legacy City. Okay. And I had to roll with it. So I couldn't.
So it just stuck ever since then.
It just stuck. Legacy City stuck. Shouts out to Will Flux for accident being me.
Hello, Will. Y'all can see when you tagged it out.
Yeah. That's he fussing. He fuss and give you compliments at the same. You know how old men do.
Used to it.
I'm just joking.
As an artist, you're not only known locally, but you're also internationally. So would you also consider yourself a marinated flavor that provides a special seasoning that no one will ever forget?
Yeah. It can go either way. We all know it. We all know licorice is nasty.
Oh yeah,
I'm memorable, so
yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. I could be compared to something very distinctive because I really feel there's no one like me.
Right.
You know, even in the poetry world, I'm probably, if anything, probably the most punchline heavy or one of the most controversial. But You know, even I go on radio stations, like, we got the country. I'm like, don't do that to me. I'm not controversial. I just don't conform to what's normal to you.
Well, I consider being very confident because I see the way you stand. I've seen how you talk, and it's very, very assuring to where it's like, I know this is it. It's not conceited.
Exactly, and I do. And when people give me, because I still God, I won't be there in those positions without God and those people that playing positions in my life to get me there. So I went from, you know, living under a bridge, still doing shows.
Oh wow!
Taking care of my daughter until I just came up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I mean, like, I deserve to be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't no ends buts about it. But the difference between a person that knowing they deserve to be here, I do know is other people that's more talented to me, more deserving to me, that will never get no platform. So y'all come with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to build this thing, because that's how they do it.
So that's one thing we talked about over and over again, is supporting one another.
Of course.
Versus tearing each other down.
Definitely.
That's what we need more of.
Thank you, Miss Malaza. I mean, I got such a government, Miss Marshall. So this is the thing about the Watch Party. They on different things. They got pay attention to the phone and act. So you watch my show, I be like this, You'll trust me, you'll get there. You're gonna be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So shout out, definitely. I try to be, like I said, I ain't trying to get rich off everybody. I try to impact everybody, you know.
Right, and that's a blessing within itself. Now you're not having only performed in the United States, but also in Europe.
Yeah, that's how I blew up.
Can you tell us a little that?
They take music differently, for one. You know, they take music differently, for one. They love music, you know what I'm saying? And they, you know, Germany call hip hop black music. When you go on their flyers, like, yo, tonight we having a big black music festival by here, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then I just happened to luck up. Artist was on tour. People didn't show up. I happened to be there. And I get on stage. I rock. So by city, there's only 16 states in Germany. So by the time I get to like the 8 states, the headliners and different things of that nature, it's quoting my songs and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm on. They sponsoring me. I had a pair of special edition gold shoes signed by one of my favorite artists of this generation. You know what I'm saying? So just different things of that nature. Yeah. A matter of fact, I was on tour when I did the Shadow at the Altar thing, but I ended my tour to do the play for Michael Gray.
You know who named that play?
You named that play?
I named that play. Shadow at the Altar.
Yeah, yo. I gave Mike so much trouble on that play. I'm like, yo, this Michael Angel y'all got? Y'all wrote this for a white boy. I'm not doing that. We don't talk like that. He be dying laughing. He be like, okay. Put a little, and then Miss Nagas, like, Fire, they all came to one of my second verses performance. And they like, we need that because I was kind of like, I'm the worst actor ever, but I don't know. They were like, we need to put more.
That's the only thing I haven't seen you do.
Oh, you haven't seen Shadow?
I haven't been that told him because I think he's gonna do it again.
I kicked Mike in his chest. I kicked him in out. I got a lot of great reviews, shockingly, but I had to get that prep talk from because everybody was already established. Like Michael Gray been in independent film movies, he didn't direct, he done plays. Stephanie got like movie number 3. Kevin Majors, like, you know what I'm saying, he did Up and Coming Denzel here. Then, you know, he just Drake cool, but Drake got me the job. Drake like, yo, they got this role for you, but you gotta be in shape.
Oh wow.
So I had to tone up because I was doing my own stunts, doing karate and study and stuff. So I had to fresh your foot doing that play.
Yeah, because I remember when Drake was saying he was going to practice when it came down to that play and everything.
Man, we was at Michael.
He actually showed me a piece that he did.
Man, listen, we was at Michael Gray church so much, I just started paying tithes. I'm so tired of coming over to your church, fam. You know, we had rehearsal. You know what I'm
saying? I heard when he's ready to do something, he be firm about it.
As one of the actors, he started out as a director. Then you know how production and stuff goes. He ended up being one of the actors. He been one of the main characters in that he had to fill in. And we practiced and just did different things while everybody else practicing. We practicing fight scenes, going different things. I thought his wife was gonna kill me at one time. You know, she's like, "You kicked my husband."
Hey, Ida.
You know. Yeah, definitely.
Can you tell us the well-known artists which you had the opportunity to
I
open
got
up
a name
for?
drop. I opened up for Cole. J. Cole definitely was one of the fun things. Very quiet person. Funny. Somebody didn't show up for the Kendrick Lamar thing when he was in Germany. Went there, opened up for them as well. Went from city to city. Kanye was there, opened up for Kanye.
Okay.
Lupe Fiasco as well, which is pretty dope. One of the most underrated lyricists ever. You know what I'm saying? Who else? A lot of people did from the South. When the Hot Boys first came out, there was Weezy and all them opened up for them. So I mean, all these art happened while I was in Germany, and so they'll have their shows on weekends. And, you just drive. Everything's like 2-3 hours, 5 hours the max. So they paid me, they put me on, they showed me the game, and here I am. Like boom.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So who are your musical influences?
Oh my God, my musical influence. Of course, Andre 3000, Billie Holiday, and Sam Cooke are my primary top 4. 5 is me.
Yeah. I know when it came out to Tupac, I never really got into his music. I didn't sit down and listen to his music. But I became a See-My fan because I thought he was so fine. He had those sexy eyes. And
I can't validate for all that, you know what I'm saying? However, this is the only thing, and even as I'm older, and I probably get back to it, but I'm a realist too. Tupac was a very he was revolutionary and stuff of that nature. But however, when you're teaching thug life, go do this. You know what I'm saying? It comes a time where you got to transfer that into becoming a king and show them how to get out of that and start ownership. By the time it was for that transition, he was murdered. So they left it vacant, and all you left with a thug life.
Exactly.
Never had the chance
and nobody really know that
other side to come up out of that. I showed you that.
Have you ever met him?
I never met Nipsey Hussle. The first time I ever heard Nipsey Hussle, I became a fan was 2006. I was sitting, I was getting ready to go through. I landed in Hawaii. 7 months later, I was in Iraq.
Wow.
Tupac, Pac Life came out. That's when T.I. Ashanti had the lead singer on there. A song called Bad Intentions. I'm like, yo, this Nipsey Hussle kid, West Coast, is gonna be tough. And I followed him ever since then. But he always talked about ownership, and buying stuff, and so that's why it took him so long to blow up. I mean, I'm sorry for his death. I love Nipsey Hussle, but when you educating your people and you talk about owning stuff, the record label can't have your masters and stuff of that nature. It takes you it takes you a while longer
than it should.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you become capital, people want to capital on you, and it just he didn't get to live out. You know what I'm saying? The capitalization of what I get to see what the impact that he left on the world. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's true. And I'm gonna be honest. It's sad to say, but there's like with him, I really didn't hear about him until he passed.
A lot of people didn't because and you go back, you see the boy had movies on this bill, him and Vin Raines, and
that's why when I went back and I was like, what?
Yeah, he always been. But when you on that grind like that and you in the trenches, it's like I'm not signing no label deal. You're not finna own my masters. You're not finna give me a 60-30 deal. You're not 360 to do nothing. And he was one of those person that was like that, especially with the M being so prominent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why sell? I mean, you need to be sometimes, but you can make the money yourself. I mean, it's simple. True.
Now, I become to feel your deep love and dedication for our Heavenly Father, but I also sense some street from your character. Now, it's nothing to poke fun of. I said, okay, I'm bougie because I am from East Harris. I know when to hold things down. I know when I need to act a certain way. But some things, even though we change our lives and try to do better, because I fought all my life, ever since I had my children, to keep them out of the hood. And I thank God I was able to do that. And then some people, they look at me like, this one guy, he met one guy I used to be with. He saw one part of me. When he met me, it was another time. And then, wait a minute, he said, you kind of scared me. You act like you from the hood. I am from the hood.
I'm built a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, I just seen where, I had the worst of both worlds. I see the same, it's the same. I hung with people that tied off their drug money. You know what I'm saying? it says that all your earnings, so
Yeah.
including, it didn't say clean or dirty, but then a lot, I just seen it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, my background, I don't look it or whatever, but I spent my childhood in the wild hood, you know what I'm saying? I try to every
I mean, it's not a bad thing, because that's one thing I could say, like, sometime what we grow from and come out of, it makes us and help us to grow stronger. You know, even though we might see that character there, not so much that it's being,
definitely,
but it also help us to, like, people say, well, okay, you have an authoritative talk. When you go, because I do motivational speaking, so they say when I speak, they say you get the attention of the whole room. Sometimes that comes from that background and what you've been through.
Of course, and then like I said, been deployed multiple times and seen the thing. You gotta keep in mind, I was a kid when I got it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't I spent a couple months here, enjoyed it. It was like prom, maybe freshman in college, war. So at the same time, it's like I really got time for the nonsense. And then even though I go to church and I believe in God and I ain't stupid either. You know what I'm saying? Like, sir, you get turned on just like any other man. You know what I'm saying? And so those days I just choose to say, because I done seen it. I done seen the same kitchen we praying and cooking in with the same kitchen that was praying and cooking in. You know what I'm saying? Take it how you want to take it.
Yeah.
So you know, I was exposed to a lot.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Now, with your mixture of the street and religion, how did the blend of the two play in your plan with constructing all that you have brought out from the Mr. Legacy City?
Street religion, you know, like I said, it's part of streets and part of religion. You know, drop the read and put street religion together, just preaching to the block. But it ain't necessarily I'm like Christ is preaching to the block. Preaching to the block is giving opportunity. I come up where ain't no opportunity, and ain't no a legacy that open a studio and production. Going to school, celebrities didn't come down there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, celebrities didn't holler at us or whatever. The preachers didn't ride in our neighborhood and be like, hey, you know, you can be better and none of that stuff. Nobody was reaching back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you look back, those generations now, you know, either they dead in jail because we ain't had no outlet. You know, we wasn't taught statistically if you own a football team, basketball team, or got some product that you are more likely to succeed because you focus on getting out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all these secrets that our own kind, I'm not even gonna say society, but our own kind kept from us too.
Yeah.
You saw, you know, like, how you get successful. You know what I'm saying? It was always a price tag or something. You know we all from the same area. You know some streets. You know some dudes ain't built street like that.
No.
You got some people that could have could have handled your money well. You could have turned your whatever money into whatever, but too busy, you know. So we didn't have that growing up. So it's like, when I get in charge, when I get in position, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to say it how I want to say it. Because a lot of people, you know, I remind them what they used to be.
Right. Now, like, I know when I started doing my book and everything, and I was on Facebook, and it had to be one of my old schoolmates to where I didn't think about it. And they would say, we remember when you was in middle school that you would always walk around with a pen and a notebook.
Oh, man.
But we never knew that you would turn out to be a published author, a speaker, you know. Because back then I used to be I was shy at first. I wouldn't fight because my mom would whoop my behind if I got in a fight until I had that breakthrough and I was like, this whooping is worth it. Yeah, you know?
You didn't have my eye dark and whoop. No.
So what could you say that somebody can remember you from that resulted you to here?
Oh, man, I was just on the phone with my boy Christopher Gordon maybe like 2 weeks ago. And this day, you remember when the windbreakers was in and stuff?
Yes.
And they ain't trying to be like rap, but I ain't have like my spandex on there one day, right? I used to battle rap in the gym every morning. Just set the gym. I'm talking about we'd be like 300 or 400 kids at the gym. Set the gym off. One time, and my boy Curtis Maxwell, one time, I always rapped. I always wrote poetry. Got published. Whatever. Happy thing that got me, baby. One time we was in the gym cutting up, and I'm firing off on this guy. Hit one of the punchlines, the gym erupted.
Wow.
I used to walk around with a championship belt and and I had a dude with a camera. He used to follow me, big old camera back there, right? Man, for every person that stood up and ran on the gym floor, I had to get a paddle. It was like, I probably got like I probably got like 30 or 40 licks that day with the windbreakers on. Listen,
Wow.
I never wore a pair of windbreakers.
No, that's right.
And then at that time, you know, the teachers and the coach, I played sports too, so the coaches had the AC to the principal. They ain't got time for that paper. Send them to coach. Coach like,
I didn't get sent to the coach. My dad had to call my dad because I ran track. I was an 880 relay.
Okay.
So when I knew I take off running. But I could kind of feel what you're saying about the battling in the school, and you know, rest in peace, to the people. But I remember back in East Central where we called him Stump.
Yeah.
Lonnie Franklin.
Yeah.
And it was my team. They used to be all in a circle and the rapping and all that, and it brought back memories because that was some good days.
And I always freestyle. And I read a lot too.
Yeah, see, I love reading.
I read a lot, so my punchlines be going crazy. So during that time, and it just plays now because I can get in the studio. But it taught me to dominate all aspects of my lane: battle rapping, putting a song together, composing a song, delivering the song. It made me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be one dimensional, but no moments like that. Even somebody put an embarrassing post up that it made me laugh maybe a month ago. It was like, hey, I remember going to your house and you had the microphone dangling from the karaoke machine. You had 2 decks. I was like, yeah.
All right, bring back memories because even now we still on and off keep a connection. But I remember the days my sister used to date this one guy named Craig Knight, and actually, my niece, that's her dad. But they was in an apartment, and it was Kirsten and Chad and all of them being up there. I mean, those are some good memories. But when you felt them, they could just pop out because it was something that they loved doing. They was dedicated to it. And that's why I say I don't care what nobody say because I was one of living proof. I was in the living room of that apartment with the original Texas Finest.
Oh yeah, shouts out to Big Mister and Chad.
Curse
Along with Chad, with of course with Ava the Star as well. And because I shocked a lot of people, they're like, oh, you rap. Like, yeah, bro, I can rap. You know what I'm saying? I can rap. So, man, Texas Finest, I love them boys. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And they family tight. They tight-knitted family. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them, man. I was just over there like 2-3 days ago. Yeah. So, I mean, those were some good memories. So, the boys back then, in the apartment, the basements, the high school yards. Yeah, and a lot of them tell me now, like, bro, I saw this coming. I saw this coming, bro. I saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? So, even in the military, I got pictures on there. I don't put too many military pictures of it, but one of my favorite was I was in my chew. That was about like my little box, it's like the size of this room with a bed over there, bed over here. And I'm rapping in uniform. And somebody took a picture of me behind the microphone, rapping or doing something. Oh wow! And right after that, we got to a gunfight. Now that's a memory. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to look at that picture like, yeah, you heard boom, shook the chew then. Man. Now it appears to me that you had placed your foot, mind, and fist entirely into all you do, which I assume is heart-driven. Definitely. So what's the future plan with Mr. Legacy City? And what, by your stand, are you exemplifying for our future men that want to become something in life? Well, first thing first is being real. I made a lot of mistakes. I broke a lot of promises. I hurt a lot of people. Right. I denied myself. I cheated on myself for other people to make other people happy. So I first had to apologize to myself for cheating on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Knowing they wouldn't love me like I love me. You know what I'm saying? Next, my thing is having my seeds, you know what I'm saying, to have something of their own, so they don't have to look for society to take care of them. Right. And supply for us. Everybody else get rich off our engineering, mixing, producing, joining website, teaching you how to get the money yourself. Right. So by the time I leave here, there's gonna be an empire of people that this person came in and franchised this movement that brought us together, that, you know what I'm saying, said don't let your background define who you are. My product, daddy was an alcoholic, mom was a crackhead. Okay, cool. But it comes like, well, you got a choice to break generational curses. Exactly. Either you comfortable, you gotta learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the end of the day, an empire of leading leaders, those leaders making leaders, and really building our community. Black banks,
Yes.
black hospitals,
Right.
black libraries. And I know I'm saying black this, black that. But yes, some people consider me pro-black, but I'm pro-right as well. Everything black ain't gonna support now. Don't get it messed up. You wrong.
Right.
But the biggest thing is I want to teach accountability and responsibility to us. And as a black man, there's so much stereotypical stuff saying I'm an excellent father. I'm a better father than I am rapper.
Yeah, I seen a beautiful little girl.
I'm a better father than I am poet. Better father than I am a businessman because of the fact that fatherhood is very important.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Drake first meeting was over there. I'm like, hey, my daughter was sick. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was acting Hollywood because my partner had called him and was like, yo, hey, this. He like, I make this down. You know, we talked and I was like, well, my daughter wasn't feeling well.
Right.
Everything else is secondary.
Exactly.
You know, he laid that show, Fatherhood Before Fame. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, I had to do my job like that one time. I'm like, my son come first.
Yeah, because people don't care about, like, we cheat on ourselves so much to for other people's acceptance. And, like, at the end of the day, once you start being a favor to yourself, you look up, you're old.
Yeah.
What I mean, I'm talking about, like, you can't you got a lot of, you
ain't gonna be able to move,
you got the what else and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know. I hope I answered that question.
You did. Okay, I have observed and it has opened. Actually, it has already launched.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, on February 29th.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it? What link to click on and where they can submit?
Okay, so February 29th, we launched Street Legend Nation Radio, home of the independent artists. Appreciate it. So the independent artist is put this over here. The independent artists, you know, that grind is hard.
Yes.
And when I say independent artist, if you're a motivational speaker, preacher, singer, rapper, or on a radio station, and so I decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna start a radio station, but it's only gonna play independent artists around the world. Next, I'm gonna buy all the license, so every time they get played, they get for it. Every artist you hear on that radio station is getting paid for their songs being on that radio station.
That's good.
So it ain't no, I'm getting exposure. Nah, I know how it is to put a song together. I know the hours. You'll get paid for your spins. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do the work and be responsible for your craft. You got to love your craft.
Right.
Music is a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I've seen that. It's a lot of work.
So, you know, so that's what it's about. And I did February because my Will Flux again. He was like, yo, you should do a monumental day. Like,
on the same day.
Huh?
29th, the same day.
Yeah. So
did you leave from here to here?
This is what happened on the 29th. I got up at 8:30. I had to be at St. Philip's to do seminar, a teen summit.
Right.
So they were from 9 to 1. I was one of the keynote speakers, and I had my own class. So I had 2 classes come in. I left around 1 o'clock. Came home about 2. I dropped. He came up here and visit me for the lunch. And so then I like, hey, I'm gonna come back and get you after I get back from Buddha. So I dropped him off, changed the clothes all the way to the car, drive up to Buddha, get there, Danielle, Queen Soul, La Femme Nikita, they all that's in there waiting, you know what I'm saying? Like, mom like, son, where are you? Like, I'm on the road, you know what I'm saying? So we get there, boom, it's my time to perform, boom, 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 sit down, meet and greet everybody, go outside, thought I would go home tired. Had to go buy a tire. Drive home. Everybody's already there. The studio's decorated. The team is there. Boom. Okay. Here we go. And so I chose the 29th because Flux kept bringing up all these things. Like, you should do it on June 10th. I'm like, they don't even celebrate June 10th on June 10th. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not doing that. And so then he was like, you gotta do something, you know, Martin Luther King birthday, Malcolm something. I was like, okay, got it. So one day I just got it. Because he been so influenced since I've been here. Like when he supported stacks, all the bands.
Right.
So, you know, bands is a couple thousands.
Right.
He didn't give me money and be like, I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? And in honor of him, it was his birthday. He's really like 12, but he's 48 because Elite will come around. You know, so I give him a hard time. Yeah. So on the 29th, I launched my radio station in honor of him. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for everything, cancer survivor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Served in the military, retired. You know, just his background, the way where he come from. You know what I'm saying? Surviving the orphanage, the system, from your parents, and coming to the military, coming to your own title, your career where you about to make buku money. You get sick. You didn't let it kill you. You bounce back, and then on top of that, you started writing comic books. I mean, comic novels, producing product and stuff of that nature. And here I come. You like, I see something in you. I'm pushing you. You put his stuff on the back burner for me. You know what I'm saying? He just now started launching shirts, get his books, get ready for Comic-Con for like 2 or 3 years. They said, I'm pushing behind you. You know, you don't see many black men take a young person, you know what I'm saying, who was struggling. You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't know I was struggling. I mean, they hear my testimony now, but during that time, you know what I'm saying? And there was other people like my Uncle McMahon when I first got here. He gave me a place to stay, stuff of that nature. But it's just the fact that this man sacrificed and lost more time putting this stuff on the back burner to see this kid excel. You know?
Wow.
So it's like, why not? You talking to everybody else, like, bro, you my hero, fam. You get on my nerves. By far, but you my hero, fam. So that's what I do for my OG.
Okay, what link can they click on in order to hear you?
Okay, so I told you I can Google me. I'm dope. I'm just joking. No,
like Tiana said,
yeah.
Google me.
But it's Street Legend Nation Radio. Street Legend Nation Radio, and it's the first thing that pops up. You know what I'm saying? You click on the link, and there you go. The radio station is playing, and you don't hear no big name artists.
Wow.
None. Everybody is from different parts of the world. I think I knew I was on to something when I get a phone call from Zimbabwe, Africa. And like, yo, I rock with you. Here's my single. I had the interview, and like Africa rocking with me heavy. Like, this continent. You know, and so like all this stuff manifests, and like my team just really, sacrificing time and money to see things come to fruition and different things of that nature. And is like I'm blessed.
Yes.
They see legacy, but it's a whole team behind me, and I wouldn't even be here without. Look, I'm getting teared up. I won't be here.
And that's my weakness. I don't like seeing men cry.
But it's hard, dude. My beautiful daughter. So I got, it just, Anyways, something changed. I'm a gangster. Wipe my eyes.
Okay, now we're gonna get on it. We got a lot of takes of Cedric. Appreciate you sharing your life with us.
Definitely.
Now we're gonna get to talking about. As you say, you cheated yourself and had to apologize.
I had to apologize to me.
That's to yourself.
Like, Cedric, I'm sorry I mistreated you, fam.
But we're gonna talk about the cheating game. Let me ask you.
Is it a game though?
I wonder to some people they would say you playing games. But to another, it could be something like, and it could be a game as well, because if you're trying to see, okay, if I still got it, if I can still get this person, if I can get that person, if you think about it, it's almost like a little game.
That's tough.
Yeah, but I mean, before we get into that, we had a discussion at work. With Jesse Gibbons and Jose.
Okay.
And so we was going back and forth, and we was like, who's the better cheater, the woman or the man?
The woman is the better cheater.
And I'm agree. It is the woman, because the man gets caught more often than the woman do.
Women are way better cheaters.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. I agree, because a man can get caught on, if it's not even then, it's like later on, I end up finding this out. But there's something to where she can take it to her grave.
No, and then women be like, I'm gonna start acting like a nigga. Excuse my language. I'm like, you probably not, because you're gonna get caught. You better start acting like a woman.
Yeah. Yeah, you flip that way, then you gonna get caught.
You gonna get caught. So,
yes.
Just stop playing.
And what would you say your definition of cheating is?
Cheating is it's physical. It's committing betrayal. We're talking relationships, right?
Yeah.
It's committing betrayal on a physical level and emotional. You know what I'm saying? It can happen on a spiritual level too.
Yeah.
But mainly emotional and physically. And emotional and physical. So I think that's cheating when you start getting distracted from, what I'm saying, what you got going on and looking left and looking right. You know what I'm saying? You can mentally cheat as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your woman here, somebody will up high as you, like, I'll chat it.
Uh-huh.
That's a form, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, when you started to betraying that bond that you building between you and your significant other on some levels, and you don't gotta physically do it.
No,
You know
I mean
what I'm saying?
it's an act of dishonesty. You know,
Yeah, it's an act
for
of dishonesty.
one, it's just sexually unfaithful.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
but you know, from the man's standpoint, can you give all of us? And I'm not speaking on the man. I'm speaking from the women's standpoint. Why do men cheat?
A lot of Whew, this is tough. Okay. Well, it's a couple reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One is like it's always something missing.
Right.
There's something missing, a void,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times, you know, things that ain't been dealt with from their past.
Exactly.
If they seen their dad do this, and they whoever uncle do this or whatever, a lot of things are just you can be passed down. You don't even know it.
Right.
Generation curse could be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes women, and I say this with the utmost respect, okay, and sometimes women can leave a person void.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can take a good man for granted. You know how people say, I want a man with a job at 820 at this, just because he ain't tall and bow-legged, you want to leave him. You got everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when a person feel like they're taken for granted, and somebody from the outside, like, they notice the little things that you try to present to somebody else, sometimes it ain't intentional.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't careful but ain't guarded, you just find yourself in a situation.
Right.
Is it right? No.
Mm-mm.
But however, I think cheating is still a choice. I don't believe cheating is a mistake.
No, I don't see it as a mistake because you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Cheating
You're
is
not a child. You're grown.
Not a mistake. It's a choice.
Anytime you sit there and you're touching on somebody else, you're peeling off clothes, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
it's not a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
It ain't like slip and slide.
You know what I'm saying? You can be like, oh, I put myself in this situation, and you can stop it before.
Because, you know, all humans can get caught, especially, I mean, it goes for women too. They can feel like, well, he doesn't touch me like this no more. He doesn't say certain things, or he doesn't make me feel this way. But then you have somebody else come along, which to me ain't nothing but a devil's advocate, to just give you everything that this other man is not giving you.
Or sometimes convenience leads to cheating.
Yeah, like working overnight.
You think? Nah.
It goes real high at the postal service.
Oh, okay, that's good. Anyway, but
Walmart, same place.
Same place. Deployments.
Yes.
I've seen plenty of families started and ended.
Mm-hmm.
So, we talk. Like when people say men can have sex without no feelings,
that's so hard to say.
I agree to disagree. Cause men can have sex and be like, I tapped that, but however, you left a spiritual soul tied.
Right. By you saying that, it reminded me of my grandmother. She would always tell me, she says, people need to be careful who they sleep with. Because each person you sleep with, you picking up a certain spirit from them.
So you went home all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, you just aggressive for no reason.
You're a changed person. You're like, who is this person?
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't believe that there ain't no ties there when you just ride here smashing everything that's moving. You making yourself a legion. You know what I'm saying? Like people be saying street legion. I'm like, no, it's legion with an I.
Right.
Now legion is what that is. You making yourself a legion and you putting your temple and your body's a temple whether you're a man or a woman. Regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of the time cheating don't start with a physical act. I won't say cheating started. It's always a conversation.
Now, I know we brought this up in other discussions from the shows that I had, but what is your feeling on when a woman feels like she can use it as a weapon? Would that keep a man? Is he still at fault for cheating?
If a woman using her
if he's not getting it at home?
Ooh, that's tough. Golly, that's tough. I will say, I think that you leaving room for error.
Mm-hmm.
You're leaving room for error.
Yeah.
Now, however, well, you don't even respect me, boom, boom, boom. I don't think I want that inside my body, boom, boom, for whatever your reason. and they still do it. Probably most likely they were doing it anyway. But if you're using it as a weapon to a form of control or whatever, you leaving room for error. Whatever that error may be, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes a person can sit down with somebody and the conversation can change their whole outlook, and they come home, they ain't even worry about your body no more. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about, because I know I heard this saying from a guy before. He says that when it comes down to his wife, he makes love to his wife.
Yeah.
He loves his wife. But when it comes down to the other women that she does not know about, they're not who he loves.
You know, man, let me just say this straight up, male or female. You may ride your husband with passion and slow grind him on him with passion. And regardless of climax, whether you can your back blown out or you getting slow stroke. At the end of the day, when you dry yourself up and you get out your juices out the way, guess what y'all walking away with? Soul ties.
Exactly.
So you can't use, well, baby, I make love to you. It's different. No, it's not. You still swapping.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You still swapping. So, you know, at the end of the day, whether you make love to her and F these people or rough sex these people, at the end of the day, you still sharing a part that's supposed to be.
And I think that's my mental thing is that, you know, it's not, to me, I don't believe in, just something to do or just sleeping with everybody. I feel like when you talking about sex, that's an intimate thing.
Yeah, when you talking about, I don't care, no shape, form, or fashion. When you come to cut, you talking about, sex is intimate in every form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ashamed of your body, you going completely naked. Or some people, whatever situation, you exposing a lot of yourself to that person. You standing vulnerable, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's rough sex, making love sex, dick copper sex, whatever, you still exposing yourself and opening that gateway. You know, all it is, you just got aggression demon because you blew her back out. All it is the demon because you done made love to whatever. It don't matter. At the end of the day, those soul ties are there because you'll be hot.
See, that's why probably like with men and women, and I'm not gonna just say with women, but men and women, when they've been cheated on, it goes through their mind. You did the same thing that you did to me, or
you look
at my mind and my emotions now.
Like you look, so you gave him that look you gave me. You gave all you seen that
touched her the way you used to touch me,
and then it's crazy. And this is truth. We talked about this Tuesday night. I'm not promoting my podcast. I'm just gonna say my podcast. I'm not gonna say the name, but we talked about this with the fella unless you give me permission to.
You have permission.
Oh, okay, I'll do it later. But with the fella, we were talking about like, yo, men cannot take their woman cheating. Like they listen
with them.
Like we can't take it.
So why do you think even I could say it's women too? Because now the generations have changed. So
more women are cheating.
The seeding, the statement that we said that, the men and women now do not have respect for their bodies.
They don't. This generation is so sex driven, and I think that's a European thing.
Where they're not taking love serious. It's like now it's like there's less people getting married.
Of course.
And more people fornicating.
Well, let me clear this up. Now, I said it's a European thing. I'm not talking black or white, okay? If you go to the culture of Europe, sex is so casual that it's like super. You can get out the train station and look in the corner.
There's a post right at the bus stop.
I mean, there's no censorship. It's just like I met her at the club. We banged out. I'm now eating breakfast at your house.
But they got a nude beach too.
And they got a nude beach, man.
Yes.
So my daughter was watching Elmo and her little bouncy till she was young. When I walked in, when I left her there, Elmo was on. When I came back from the kitchen and back, it's somebody just tallywhacking all over the TV. Y'all just have to snatch her up real quick. There's no censorship. So when I say it's a European thing, that culture of just casual sex, it just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My body needs a quick fix.
Right.
That's a form of that's just a form of lack of value or respect. You know what I'm saying? And it's still, some things don't change.
So where down the generation would you say that we lost the respect for relationships to where the loyalty has died out?
Well, I think when it's an epidemic of babies having babies. You know what I'm saying? When I say babies having babies, if you 30 and your child 15, you right? So you're still growing. So when I say it was because the body is like, you gotta get out of here. You making adult decisions and boom, boom, boom.
It's time for you to go.
You gotta live on your own. And during that process of living, parents and overseers ain't instructing no more. You know what I'm saying? Which I think I understood what they meant, but it did more damage than good.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when a child is watching their teenage mother grow and the things they've been through, and so by 30, they 15, they're repeating that cycle. It's it's a bunch of that going on. You know what I'm saying? And so by the time the mother realized, son or daughter or son, father, teen father, whatever, by the time they realize, like, I need to pipe down or whatever, these things are already been acting out 2 or 3 years into the life of that child. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now they done seen so much, and it's just like, here we go, same cycle. Another baby having another baby. Right. Now it's 3 generations.
And really, the grandparents are the ones raising the babies that's having babies.
Yeah, exactly.
They're raising both.
So imagine that. You see what I'm saying? So you got 3 generations in the club.
Exactly.
3 generations from one tree in the club. The oldest is 40-something, mid-40s. The mom is just like 30-something. And baby just like 18.
Best friends, going out drinking and everything.
Exactly. So when parents you got, once again, babies raising babies and stuff of that nature. It ain't no man would be a parent, but however, when a parent is the best friend, you talking to your kid about any and everything. Conversation you don't need to be having with your kids, who you slept with, what a man do to this, what a woman did, how this feel or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Unless you educating them on how to protect themselves in society and the things that are pushed. Yeah.
Now, when we talk about the cheating game, as you say, is it really a game?
Is it really a game?
Now, when you say cheating, there's some red flags that should be noticed. Do you think sometimes that a person could be just naive to the red flags, or could they just be aware of them but don't want to accept it?
I think sometimes you can be aware of something and don't want to accept it, and there are just some gullible people like that. You know what I'm saying? It's sadly, and people that know you gullible, you know what I'm saying? Like that is emotional domestic violence. Anybody of that nature, where you use your cheating, it's their fault for this and that. To clarify with yourself.
I despise that part.
And you know what I'm saying? And you become into a predator mind state, male or female. Right. You know, so well, if you didn't work all the time, y'all wouldn't have to.
You know what?
I'd be like, excuse me, you faithful to it. They're in prison.
But my thing about it is, they always. It's weird that a cheater, when they put into a position, they always try to make you out to be the reason why they had to do it. You were the one at fault.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta take accountability. And if you one of those persons, male or female, be like, listen, I wasn't getting this at home, and I went and got it somewhere else. I text phone, I'm sorry, I hurt you, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that are like that. Like, I done came to you over and over and over.
So you like a broken record.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've gotten to that point where they be like, well, it's just a way. Well, when I talk to you nice, you ain't responding in either.
Exactly.
You know?
So it just,
but to find out that person has got somebody else there, because sometimes man or woman. Yeah. And I know they said a woman has intuition, but believe me, they do too. Man. When a man is faithful to his woman and he loves his woman with everything in him, he can actually sense when something is not right.
Of course. Or like sometimes, like some people believe women's skills are more keen than men, but there's certain things that a man have that women don't have. Like, you know, a man is comfortable in a certain pattern. You know what I'm saying? A man is comfortable in certain things, and he's like, oh, that's different. Maybe once or twice, you know what I'm saying, there's something there. You know, a woman is, you know, patterns. Everybody has patterns, you know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So, you know, when these different things happen, that's the first sign. Like, that's different. Kind of aggressive there, but you do things, you defensive type of things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And so those are key giveaways in a lot of moments. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, or we joked about this, and all of a sudden, you know, you start getting asked certain questions, certain things, don't do like, you know, I don't like man like that. Where that come from? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Or when they buy new underwear, and you like, wait a minute, now I know that ain't the brand of underwear that you usually buy.
No, exactly. Like, you didn't come to bed with these for a long time, and all of a sudden, like, what's going on?
Yeah, or you have that have monkeys, knowing that you don't use the butter.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just different things. You trying to keep up with the wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, I really enjoyed you. I know we started late today.
Yeah, I know. We need to do a part 2 so we can get it.
We need to do because I'm sitting up here thinking, if he can, next Thursday, because I wanted to do something on Daddy's Little Girl. Dad Girl, you know, something on that. I mean, I would love for you to come by back next
Especially we got the sound right now. So.
Oh, we got everything right.
Yeah.
Thank God for him. Yeah, but I mean, to have you next week, I would love to have you there for the.
I would definitely put that in.
You know, I don't know how much time it is. It could probably be girl dad. It might be daddy little girl because it's something I never experienced.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but yeah, we would love to have you back part 2.
Definitely. I would definitely come back for that. Definitely.
So before we end in here, you are using nutrition. It's not gonna be my word for the night, but I'm gonna ask you to spit a little something.
Oh.
Since you always give somebody something to think about.
Something to think about. Oh boy, hold on, see. I'll get to my Snapple.
He got his Snapple and his sweet honey buns.
They asked me why I would take the labels off the bottles. Oh, they ain't cutting checks yet. So I don't have nobody have labels on the bottle. Okay. You want a topic? We talk about cheating topics or no?
Yeah, something on cheating.
Something on cheating. All right. I say you gotta watch the ingredients, whether it's spicy or in the mix. You can't think like Steve Harvey because he married his side chick. So who you get advice from can lead to something that's detrimental, instrumental in the way that we playing, and people try to hate. Most of y'all still playing checkers while we play chess. You see the money procreate, you watch the check to make procreate, checkmate. Don't worry about it. So we get so hard is simple the fact that you gotta learn to be faithful. You gotta love yourself and value yourself before you can love somebody else. And y'all talking sister lovers and friends, but you gotta respect yourself before I can. Lowering your standards leave you shaking up. People saying you woke, but now you're just waking up. Scalaces. People they still got sleep paralysis. I mean, you know what's going on, you see what's going on, but you can't move or say nothing. See how that? Most of us talk about domestic violence and don't even know it. You want somebody else's attention so bad you compromise. See, you got just like the Phoenix going down in the Delta, like Maya Angelou and Still I Rise. Talking about cheating, you hurting and causing mental, emotional, physical damage. And I'm telling you, you got to be careful with people passing STDs, going home to mama or daddy with that thing that can burn DVDs. See, this is another thing learning. Got these confessions now they're burning. See, if you're faithful, you don't got to worry about that. Single like a Pringle, using all head with no body, like the Pringles man. Are you trying to manage broke chips like the bottom of a Pringles can? See, this is how you do it. It's a love letter to do better. However, what is love? Most of us don't know. Love is not that simple, but they say all it takes is communication and elevation, but they done told you multiple times. I don't think cheating is an accident. It's a perfectly driven crime. So, what's your excuse? When you face to face with yourself, you left this person looking in the broken mirror, asking questions, what could I do better? Is it me? Is it my body? Is my voice the way I think? All over a drink. So you ask yourself once again, what more do I gotta give? Cause I'm living to be a living, but I'm dying just to live. And all of you that I give, even though we had it rough, you still cheated on me. I guess in the end, you not loving yourself will never be enough.
All right. Well, that'll be an end today. And as you heard, we will have Cedric Bellamy back on the Unspoken Heart next Thursday at 5 p.m.
Boom.
We will start on talking. We got everything rolling real good.
Hey, the next guest, you welcome.
So we got a comedian too. So we'll see you next week, 5 p.m. Spicy Gray, Cedric Bellamy.
Hey.
Y'all have a blessed week.
You always do it too. I don't feel bad. Cause I be trying to end on a dope note, right? And I can't end my party. Look. You gotta click the right one.